Welcome to LevyLand with me, the Reverend Bob Levy, Chris Ables Rob Saul on a Tuesday at 7:05, a little late. New Takes Radio, newtakes.com, .tv, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh
It's
my
the second
God.
time we're doing it.
Yeah, this
I'll
is a
get it
guy
right
that really
sooner or
is
later.
that's quite an intro.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, but I'm fucking brilliant, okay? It doesn't matter what I do. People will still fucking listen because of the greatness. Welcome to the show. It's a Tuesday. Fucking nothing goes right ever. So nothing goes ever right. I don't expect anything to go right ever in my life. If I'm getting blown, I expect me to actually have to blow the girl after, because that's what'll happen. Something horrible will happen because it's just never going to go right. Nothing's ever going to go right unless I murder somebody. Then I'll fucking have it always go right. Oh, fuck you, Rob. It's good to be here. Chris, go fuck yourself. Rob, I hope you die. It's good to be here on a
It's good to see you too.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
If you outlive me, that'll be impressive.
I'll outlive you because I'll kill you. There's a difference there. I'll kill you. I swear to God.
I listen, I could outrun you with your smoker's run and breathing.
You can't outrun. You wouldn't. How? You eat lettuce. How can you even fucking run? You know, I got all fucked up because the daylight savings thing happened. What the fuck is that bullshit anyway? Why is this happening that we fucking have to have?
As old as you are, you can't get used to it?
How can I? But how can I? How can I get used to this? Tell me how I can get used to this. Tell me. An hour fucked me up totally, because the next day I was like, what the fuck? It's only 6 o'clock. I thought it would be, I thought it was 11 o'clock at night. I slept till 2 o'clock today. I didn't even change my shirt. You know what I did? I just laid in a hot bath and I put my shirt inside out. This is a shirt that I wore yesterday, but I put it inside out. I'm so fucking lazy. But I like it.
You threw a faggy jacket with a bunch of zippers on over it.
This is the jacket I had on last week, and all of a sudden, I got a new one. How did I get a new fucking jacket in 1 week? I don't even go anywhere. I would never go shopping anyway. I don't go shopping. I go shopping. I see something. I say, hey, get me that. That's it. That's all I do.
What's with
you bought the last one on Facebook?
Yeah,
you don't have to go anywhere.
What's with the chain? I'll tell you what the chain is. It's the chain without the cross on it now. I'm going for a totally different look. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bring in the Jews to watch the show.
This is a rebranded Bob.
Cool,
Bob.
Yeah.
But at least I'm not wearing a fucking jacket all the way fucking pulled up like Coach Chris.
Oh, man. Listen, I told you it was cold here.
Dude, you know what I mean? I'm surprised the hour didn't fuck you up, because an hour going back in West Virginia, I think he goes to 1978 again.
Yeah, I'm not that old. I'm not that old.
It doesn't matter because you idiots don't know anything out there. That's why you're happy all the time, because you live in a stupid town with stupid people like you, and all you have no other reason but to smile because you're retarded. And when you're retarded, you smile a lot.
Yeah, I know. I mean, 1 hour change in time did not fuck me up the way it fucked you up.
It fucked me up.
Well, that's because you're not 100, but
100.
Yeah, true. I did not need to sleep until the sun went down and all that shit.
No, the time
Bob
went
acts
really
like it's
slow.
like some big. Yeah, Bob acts like it's a big change that he sleeps till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, isn't that like your schedule anyway?
No, I get up in the morning because I got to drive to fucking work like a little fucking half bitch. You know what I mean?
And then you go back to sleep, right?
No, I go back to sleep sometime, but a lot of times I just fucking I'll hang out. I'll do stuff. I'll write stuff down. I'll say, hey, let's go over this. And I'll be driving in the car, coming back, and I'll say, Chris, write this down. I'm in the car. Let's talk about these two things. And he's like, okay, I'll write it down. And then the other day I tell him, hey, Chris, can you write this down? Yeah, I want to talk about this. And he's like, okay. And I kept telling him today, Rob, you seen it. Send me the list. Send me the stuff that I told you I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Okay. And he goes, I'll do it when I get home. And then we come on here and he's like, I don't have it. What did he say? Exactly. What did he say?
Yeah, he said something like, I don't have a list. It's just in a text message.
No, I said, did you text it? Yeah,
why do I need you? If I can text it, why would I need you? Why would I need you?
See,
I can
you
just write
up.
it down.
You fucked up.
You fucked up.
You fucked up.
I fucked up.
You should have. You should have called the producer, not me. I'm not the producer.
Oh, yeah, fucking talk to him. But here's the thing. I told you to fucking have it ready. You fucked up by telling me that you had it, and I just don't put anything together, which I never really do anyway. I just have a little thought, and that's all I needed was a little thought to go on. But you fuck everything up because that's what you know what I mean? You live in West Virginia.
I didn't like
how high do you want to go in life? Not that high. You're not going to go that high.
I mean,
you know that. When you were born and you came out of your mother's pussy, they even said, they smacked you in the ass and they go, he's just going to be okay. You know what I mean? That's it. There's no other thing. You're not going to strive.
So that's where I learned that word.
Where'd you want to be in life? What'd you tell your parents you wanted to be in life?
I looked at him when I was little and I said, hopefully one day I'm doing a fucking show with Bob Levy. Because they knew who you were. They knew who you were.
They said, he's 45 now, little Chris. He's going to be dead by the time you're that age.
He threw out his back putting on this new jacket that he got off Facebook. And you want to fucking have this guy guide your fucking life. Look, it's a smart choice. I'll tell you that. We got a great guest coming up later. Kevin Brennan's coming
Wait, what
up.
was the smart choice? The jacket?
Life for me. Life for me is like perfect. I got in a car accident. Could even slow me down. Now I'm back. Forget about it. I took the cross off my chain. I look like fucking a little Guido from the 70s.
You look like Fonzie if Henry Winkler aged a lot worse.
You wish Henry.
He looks like he's getting ready to like jump out of a plane or some shit.
Look, jump out of a.
We could only hope. We can only hope.
Hey, calm down. Listen,
it's Bobsy.
It's just because I look rugged in a fucking jacket. You're gonna call me the Fonz? Hey, look, do what you gotta do. I know I'm a fucking man. Look, besides Rob, you're not a man.
Skin looks rugged.
I look more rugged than you. You have a sweater on. Look at the sweater on. It has a button. That's a Mr. Rogers fucking touch my balls fucking sweater. That's a fucking sweater you wear as you lower a boy into a fucking van by his house. That's what you wear. Look at you.
Speaking of, let me go check on him.
Oh, shit.
It's a fine sweater.
It's not a fine sweater. Look at that. Somebody that is like 70 years old would be having on when he's having dinner or breakfast. He'd come in like that.
I know.
Yeah.
Is that how you, Rob, is that how you got Karen Margolis interested?
Yeah.
Wearing that sweater?
The sweater. Yeah. I got it. I'm not a big fan of the sweater, but I wore it because I bought it. I bought it 2 years ago. This is my first time wearing it. I got it for $3.99 on clearance at H&M.
Well, they overcharged you. They overcharged you $2. Yeah. That's a bag of shit. Look, if somebody said, hey, look at this. You want to put this on? I'll sell it to you at $2, but you're going to look like a fag the rest of your life. I would say no. You jump at the opportunity to look like a fucking child molester. You do.
I mean, no matter what I put on, I'm going to look like a fag. I mean, it's just, it's just the way it is.
That doesn't matter what clothes it is.
It's just the way it is. I'm sorry.
I could dress like you every day, Bob. Put on the same exact outfit that you put on every day, and just every day wear the same thing as you. You're still going to say, or everybody's still going to say, "Wow, he looks like a fag."
Well, because you are a fag. There's a reason why people say things. People talk for a reason in neighborhoods. They're like, oh, there's the crazy neighbor. You know what I mean? He's up all night with whores and that, you know? I hated my neighbors when I lived there. But the whole thing is that
they used to talk about you.
Yeah, but you are celebrating. Rob had a celebration. He's coming off a Sunday. You went to a party or something? You went to something? Sunday?
Who, man?
Oh, yeah, Rob, what party did you go to?
Sunday.
Me?
What was big? There was something big going on in your life, you said.
Who, mine?
Your wife got married, you fucking idiot. Your wife married your cousin.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, I forgot about that. It was, Sunday. I wasn't invited to the party. I mean, I wasn't there.
They want to be happy. Why would you be there on a happy celebration? Why would you have somebody like Rob Saul there who would not like the food? The drinks weren't good enough. everything. He just complained. It's like having a woman around that you can't fuck. There's no reason for it. Why do I put up with it? It's like having a woman that you're not fucking with you, but they can still talk. That's what Rob is to me. Okay. And why would you be involved? Why would you be involved in their glorious day?
I mean,
he came. Hold on. He came. Let's tell the story. He came over the house to visit Fizzy's family. Few years back. Next thing you know, he's fucking Rob's wife. He's fucking nailing her. You know what I mean? And they were never married before.
No, they weren't. And so I went out.
How'd you find out about the wedding?
Well, I went out to eat with my ex-wife and daughter yesterday, and we're in the car, and she looks at me and she goes, "So I got married yesterday," and I said, "Oh, you know, like even if somebody I like, Bob, I'm miserable. I go, congratulations." She goes, "That doesn't sound sincere." And then she just stared at me. I go, what do you want me to say? And then she goes, "I just know I can't talk to you about things like this." And I said, I don't care if you get married. Like, why would I care? Like, that's
Rob. This is the same conversation you had with me when I got married. You did the same thing. Like, that's what's how much of a
why would I care? Take care, buddy.
Chris Ables could tell me he's marrying his girlfriend. I go, okay, that's the same thing. Oh, okay, congratulations. Whatever.
Can you? Would you be the best nephew? Would you be the best nephew at the wedding? What would you be? Like, he's your he's your cousin, uncle. Title? What is it?
Yeah.
What is your title?
He's my cousin, my best cousin. Yeah, I'd be the best cousin.
Oh my God, that's embarrassing, man. Now, does your daughter know you're a loser? I mean, you know what I mean. Like, does she know like that? What happened? Like she knows that this is blood, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she knows it's her cousin. She has.
She's
to.
Yeah. So
see, and you talk about West Virginia. You talk about West Virginia.
You have fucking nerve. You have nerve, you fucking Mr. Rogers-looking cocksucker. You have nerve to fucking talk about Chris's fucking hillbilly fucking inbred fucking life that he has, okay?
Listen, I didn't ask for this stuff. I didn't do it. I didn't say, here, fuck my wife cousin and have a sister cousin with my...
Well, everybody's fucking in your daughter, family.
It's a...
holy shit. I think that's fucked up. That's how you found out about the wedding, dude. Your daughter should have told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She should have said, "Dad, guess what?
Are you going to send them something? Are you going to send them like a gift, like a fucking banjo or something? Whatever you fucking inbred fucks do. I mean, what are you going to do? You got to do something for these people. This is embarrassing, dude. Yeah. This is embarrassing for the Rob Saul fucking name. You know what I mean? Truthfully. It is. This is probably, you've done embarrassing shit in your life, but this is probably the biggest thing you ever did. Let your fucking cousin marry your fucking wife. I mean, come on, dude. Yeah. That's fucked up. Yeah, you gotta stand up.
I don't care. Take her. I don't want her. It's
Rob, what is your...
I would have gave it to her. They could have done it with my blessing. They didn't have to tell me afterwards. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Rob, what does your family crest look like? Like, what does your family crest look like?
Family crest? What are you talking about?
What is a crest, you fucking hill? What are you talking about? Family tree?
Oh my God.
Fucking
look it up.
Look
it up. I'm not the fucking dumb one. If you don't know what the family crest is. Yeah, you are the dumb
one because you have
Is that a West Virginia thing?
You have your sweater fucking up to your neck.
Chrissy, don't embarrass our family crest.
It's a world thing. Look it up.
Family crest. Do you know about this, Bob?
No, I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Like most times, you know what I mean? I thought he was trying to do a joke. Go to school. I went to school. I don't need it anymore. I'm
in
done
West
with
Virginia,
that shit.
no, thank you.
Hey, why didn't you walk down? Why didn't you walk your wife down the aisle since like you had no care about it?
Yes,
I'm sure her father did that.
Her father did that. Why didn't you kill him? And get a little bite out of this.
If I could do it without going to jail, I would. I'd be happy.
Why don't you like? He didn't like you because he thought that his daughter was in a lesbian relationship with you. That's what. Right? You're not a man.
No, he's just a fat piece of shit. That's all.
You don't like
that.
And then he hired his pedophile lawyer that was getting locked up for pedophilia to come and represent his daughter.
Really?
So yeah.
I take it he hates you.
Oh yeah, we hate each other. Yeah.
But he hated
But he
you
likes
from the
your
beginning.
cousin?
No, well, he's better than
No.
Rob. You understand? He likes him better than Rob. Rob was like, the girl that my daughter's dating, and like they're saying, what if you're both in the car and you get a flat tire? What do you do if you don't have a AAA? Because it's two women like stranded on the road. You know what I mean? You can get his daughter raped because you're a bitch. You know what I mean? Because you'd run. You'd run. I know you'd run if somebody pulled up on the side of the road and goes, get over, and you fucking take off, you leave her and trip her.
I would not run. I would throw my wife at him, and then I would run.
What if they wanted you?
Again, I'd use my wife as a distraction and throw them, and like a shield, like how you would throw like an inanimate object at someone to just distract them.
Where are they going on their honeymoon? Your bedroom again?
That's where they met.
Yeah. Rob, do you have to go to the store and you pick up something? Do you have to go for 15 minutes and pick up something at the store again?
I just watched that on YouPorn last night.
Oh, boy.
It's amazing.
You
should have went. You should have went to make believe like it wasn't bothering you. You know,
I wasn't invited. I was told afterwards.
You're invited. If your cousin's fucking your wife, you're invited. You don't need an invitation. Just show up like Kevin Brennan does at Cumia.
I didn't even know they were getting married. I didn't even know they were engaged. I didn't know, what? How would I know?
You're trying to block
Damn, you
things
just
out.
seen him. You just seen him 3 weeks ago.
And he didn't say a word to you.
No,
he knew that shit.
They said he might want to come.
3 weeks ago. Oh, wow.
I'm sure he did come. I'm sure he came many times that fucking night.
I'm sure.
Rob, whatever, you know what I mean? This is not something that would be when you die and I'm reading stuff in front. I go, this man had to go through, his wife's fucking his cousin, and he came up strong. But I can't say that. I'd be lying. You're weak. This ruined you. It sent you to rehab. This sent you to rehab.
No one else sent rehab.
I basically had to carry you from the text messages that I sent.
Bob Levy sent me to rehab. This show sent me to rehab, I think.
But it's a good thing.
No, the show created the problem.
Well, no.
The show created the problem.
You getting a job creates the problem. You can't even work without having there's nowhere you can be that there isn't going to be a problem. And that's the problem with you. It's you.
Where are you at that there's not a problem? You're always fist fighting with people, getting thrown out of places. Yeah, you're upset that I'm too much like you, that you can't get along with anybody either?
Why can't you be yourself for once? I'm me, okay? People expect me to do what I do in life. On your fourth
fucking wife, banned from the Sirius building, fist fighting people at comedy shows. I mean, come on. Stop it. Enough's enough.
I win.
Look at the mirror. Look in the mirror before you start casting stones. Those who live in glass houses should not cast the first stone.
Glass houses?
I don't think that's the same.
Rob, I'm just saying, you're not good at this life thing. You're not good around people. You should be in the Philippines helping elephants like you said you did when you went for the boys, for the young boys.
When he was trying to pick up Karen Margolis. He was trying to pick her up with that line. He opened up with that. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he has a lot of fucking nerve. A lot of nerve.
You didn't notice that, Rob?
What, that I opened up?
When you was trying to pick up Karen Margolis on the show, you literally opened up with that. You told her you was like, I was in Thailand saving elephants, and I think you
I told him that because Bob told that I didn't open up with that. I was responding to Bob saying that I went to Thailand to fuck little boys. I said no, I went to save elephants.
I wish we could get the clip. I wish we could get the clip. He literally opened up.
Or maybe said, Bob was talking about me being vegan. And she asked how I became vegan.
No. You fucking look. Let's interview the little boy that got suffered when you were over there for fucking 14 days.
Stop.
Let's interview that fucking boy and ask him when was the last time he sat down, because Rob Saul came and lied to people saying he was going to go fucking rescue an elephant. Yeah, how do you rescue an elephant? They're huge. What are you going to do? Come with me. We're going to put you in this little thing. They're fucking elephants. You don't rescue an elephant would rescue him. What are you doing? Stop it. Stop lying. It's like
I wasn't actually rescuing elephants. I was taking care of helping to take care of rescued elephants.
What are you
I wasn't
doing
actually
with it?
going on missions to rescue.
But what did you do with an elephant? What did you do with it?
You feed them, you shovel up their shit, you know. It's a lot of work to prepare their food and their mush and all that shit.
And that's a free ticket to go fuck little boys?
You had to learn.
There were no young boys there. It was all like
you went on YouTube to figure out how to fucking feed elephants, take care of them. You looked it up on YouTube just so you had a cover. So when you were molesting little boys.
It actually wasn't my
Thailand.
idea. My friend took me out. She had an extra ticket and asked me if I wanted to go with
molest
her
boys.
to
molest boys.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, that's what you're doing there. Well, you're not doing anything else.
Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, God damn it. You're a fucking. You shouldn't be in the public. I'm saying. Oh my God.
Yeah. Are you registered?
As a sex offender?
No, I'm not.
A voter.
He hasn't told the neighbors yet that he lives there.
Like things
I'm gonna pass
are not
out
like
flyers tomorrow, actually. But
your book. If you wrote a book, it would be a how not to. You know what I mean? It would be like you'd be like saying this, don't do this. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look at you have no highlights. Everybody should have highlights in their life, and that they can go back and make themselves feel good about. You know, when you're feeling bad, always go back to highlights. In your
I'd
life.
love to hear them.
I got tons of highlights. So I'm saying to you, you have no highlights. You have nothing to go. Oh yeah, remember that time? Remember that day when that happened? It was great, dude. I've had so many highlights that it's unbelievable. I'm like a greatest hits. Yeah. I'm like a Zeppelin greatest hits. All right, there's no doubt about that.
You're like a Xanax greatest hits.
But that's not the time I remember. You see, I go for the greatest hits. I go for the greatest.
Those are my highlights. You on Xanax?
well, of course they are. Is Kevin here yet? Did Kevin come into the room?
I had a highlight this weekend.
I know.
Yeah, what was your highlight?
Oh, I went and did a show in Bellefontaine, Ohio, and afterwards the booker told me how much the crowd hated me.
So you finally found a truthful agent?
Yeah. yes. It was the highlight. He came up and he was like, dude, they hated you. And I was like,
how bad was it?
Why did they hate me? It was pretty bad. And I said, how bad did they hate me? He was like, people were leaving. And I said, what made them so mad? And it was because I used the word clit during the show. That's what offended them, and they got up and started walking out.
That doesn't offend nobody. You weren't funny. Listen to me. People don't just get up and leave over clit.
Dude,
no, they don't.
Dude, to be fair, it was a show for the 5th grade graduating class, and I asked those kids. I was like, "You've never heard of a clit before?"
Wait a minute. You're bullshit.
Yes,
it was a problem.
I think he's making a joke.
Well, then I can see why they may be upset. But now, okay, what I'm saying is it must have been horrible. You must have been on stage going, oh, God, I wish somebody would fucking throw a hand grenade up here so I can dive on it. Right?
I had a blast. I had an absolute blast.
Yeah, well, retards, they always do, whether other people are having a good time or not. If you're retarded, you're always having fun.
I don't give a fuck. No, you had a blast. You think you thought it was going good. I guarantee it. I've seen your type on stage. No laughs at all. And they come up to me and they go, oh, they're ready for you now. Like they just warmed them up and they did nothing.
Oh, you do. You do. Because listen, I had an absolute blast. I got paid and I had a blast on stage. I don't give a fuck.
Were you wearing that stupid shirt with a giant star on it with your name?
I was wearing this one.
Oh, jeez.
It's with a green screen.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, I wish there was a hole in your chest like that. I would just what's left of your fucking heart and I would jam it with a fucking pencil.
It was a ball. It was a fucking ball.
I know everything about fucking dying. You know, I don't know anything about dying. Even the worst situations I kill because I'm fucking God. But you got to be told. Clit, upset. I can say cunt. I can say the whole part of it. I can say everything around it. Okay.
You can't in front of 5th graders,
Bob.
What?
You can't in front of 5th graders.
Well, you aren't doing it in front of 5th graders, okay? Because they would never put you in an audience smarter than you. Never. Look at how good I look when I put the coffee up to my face. Look at how good.
Look at your gay fucking
ever.
mug with the fucking Christmas plaid on it with the B. It's like
It's not about that.
Christmas
I'm saying the
Bob.
color. I didn't say anything about that. I said, look at the color in my face now.
What
That's
a
what I look
I mean,
like.
that is a woman's mug. That is a middle-aged woman's mug.
It's
Did you
not
steal
a
that from
middle
the
age.
View?
It's me. My name is Bob, and it's a big cup for my tea.
Bob and my Christmas plaid Bob mug with the B.
But look how
for
beautiful
big
I
cup.
look under it. Look how beautiful it looks. Look at this. Look at how tan. See, this is what I look like. Look. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, it looks
Put the
like
cup
a
down.
fucking
I'm
Hallmark
goddamn.
moment.
I look like a fucking body on the side of the road for 2 weeks. What the
If
fuck
you
is
threw
this
on a
all about?
blouse, you just look like fucking Dorothy from the Golden Girls right now,
Oh,
with
go
your
fuck
fucking
yourself.
woman's
Yeah.
mug and your fucking haircut. It's just
You-
green
Rose,
glasses.
Rose, you're so retarded.
You're so
You
fucking
would be-
jealous. It's fucking ridiculous. The jealousy of you two is amazing. Rob, you know what? I'm gonna get I want to see the wedding video now. I want to see her with a smile on her face. I want to see what it's like. 'Cause I've seen it without a smile on her face years ago. So I want to see it. And can we get her on? Please let me interview her. Please let me interview her.
Yeah.
I want to know
And
what.
She'd
we'll
never
break it
do
to her
it.
that you're dating. We'll break it to her that you're dating Karen Margolis.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
anyone's
But,
gonna believe that. You know what I mean? Like if only thing people would believe if she's missing, Rob might be the suspect. That's the only thing people are going to believe about that relationship. There's nothing that's going to fucking make this work for you, this life. You know what I mean? You're already fucking 46 and fucking.
No, fuck you.
Look at
I'm
it.
39. Look at you. You're like 110, and you're talking about my
110.
age.
Well, listen to my.
You know
fucking,
what? Hey, fuck you. Listen, I want to welcome our first guest to the show today. He
Our
is the
next
host
guest.
of
Great
the
job,
very
Rob. You fucking
Yeah.
loser. Your fucking wife fucking married your cousin.
He's the
loser.
host of the very popular podcast Misery Loves Company. It's on patreon.com/MLC podcast. You can follow him on Twitter at Kevin Brennan 666. Please welcome comedian and our friend Kevin Brennan. How are you, Kevin? There he is.
Hey!
Yeah,
There
he
it
is.
is.
I can't see.
You can move your screen. You can move that thing.
Yeah.
That's you in
how
the
do I do
way.
it?
You just
Yeah.
grab it with the sticky thing and then move it. It's easy. Just put your.
Or you could be
your
like
mouse
Bob
on it.
and just watch yourself.
Or you can be like Chris and go to your fucking
All right.
kill him. I swear.
Yeah,
There
I
you go. You
fixed
see?
it. I fixed it.
It's nice now. You see? It's fucking nice. You see, this is beautiful. We're all together again. Kevin, if you weren't here, you might have missed the part that Rob's wife got married to his cousin this weekend, and he's upset that he wasn't invited.
I wasn't upset. I wasn't invited. I wanted to win.
Wait, she married
I
your
wanted-
cousin to spite you?
Yeah.
And they have a kid together. So the kid knew about the wedding.
How
and
small
didn't
of a
even tell
town do you
Rob.
guys live in that you got to marry?
No, we're in
every-
fucking South
Yeah.
Jersey, like Atlantic City area. It's not very small of it.
Yeah.
It's not like, where Chris lives in West Virginia or something. It's
And
just,
she
He makes
always-
fun of
she
West
al-
Virginia, but his wife
I
is
know,
the one
it's
that
worse.
married his cousin. So
His
yeah.
cousin.
Wait,
and
did she
that,
know-
which makes my
Like-
daughter has a sister cousin now.
Wait,
and he
did
makes fun
your-
of West Virginia.
Did she go to?
Yeah.
Did your cousin go to your wedding?
He was my best man at my wedding. when I married my, I guess he was the best man. It's
Wait, for real? He was your best man?
yeah, he was.
Oh yeah,
And he made a toast about how he said, "I can't believe Rob's finally found the perfect woman. They're gonna spend the rest of their lives together." He toasted.
Wow, you can't get a
Yeah.
break. Well, wait, what happened
Yeah.
when you were in the missus? Why did it go south?
She started
the
fucking
the
my
wedding
cousin.
night.
She met he was actually the better man, not the best man. He was better.
Wait, how long were you married?
7 years.
And you have a child?
Yeah.
Yes.
He thinks.
No,
It might be the cousin.
fine.
That's probably not your
Nah.
kid. I guarantee it's not your kid.
Ah,
Your kid is
she looks
very
just like me.
Your kid is
And
fun.
she didn't meet my cousin for the first time. He was out of state. He moved back in state until my daughter was like 2, something like that. So.
So he met her through you though, right?
Yeah, he was living with my grandmother, driving her nuts, not working. So I got him a job where I worked and rented him out.
So that relationship didn't work
in
out.
The house. Yeah, and then.
Wait, he lived with you? He lived in a studio in your house?
Yeah.
Wait, so he
and
basically
one day I can't. Yeah.
No,
He's
this
worse
is not
than,
true.
No, it's true.
Wait, he was
he's
living
worse.
with you, and then he was living with you, and he started banging your wife.
Yeah, and then they wanted me out of the house. So what they did is, since it was my dad's house and I took it over, I came home from work one day. I didn't even know they were fucking, and the cops were there and said, your wife has filed a restraining order against you. I'm like, a restraining order? I was scared of her. I mean, it was insane.
Why? Because she knew you were going to kill her.
No, I mean, maybe
she knew if you found out that you would try to kill her.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think they were looking for a way to get me out of the house. Like, it's my house. So yeah.
Wow, that's
I
crazy.
think
I thought this was all made up. That's crazy.
Nah, it's not made up. See, he's worse than
you can't make this shit up.
He's worse than
Rob.
me.
Rob, can I say something? Let me tell you something. They were thinking of a way to get you out of the house. The way to get you out of the house is by fucking in your house. That's the way to get you out of the house.
No, they did that.
They don't need a fucking anything bigger than that. That's the sign that says maybe they want me out of the house.
That's so mean, though. You got him a job and an apartment and
a girl.
Well, no good deed goes unpunished. That's a fact,
exactly.
man.
Rob should have seen it though, because there was a sock on the doorknob when he came home and caught him. So he should have seen it
on your own bedroom.
Rob would just grab the sock and jerk off with it in the bathroom.
Jeez.
So you never
new TV show.
So did they apologize to you, or they just said that's just the way it goes?
Yeah, really not much of an apology. Just like, your marriage was over anyway. You weren't getting along,
Kevin, how about this? I think you're a better interviewer. We get Rob Saul's wife. You do it. You interview her and get the inside of this because
please. I'll pay her.
Please. This is Rob. This is fucking look. You want to be in the business. This is part of the business. Sometimes, look. Everybody feels bad for nobody. Well, no, because they don't like you. But people, look,
not a likable person.
We need to realize what happened.
Is she on Facebook?
Yeah.
Cumslut.com.
I think cousin fucker 2. Cousin fucker 714.
Fuck my cousin category. Fuck my cousin category on Pornhub.
That's a funny story though. If it's made up, it's funny.
No, it's not. That's what makes it.
No, it's not. Rob, that's legit.
Yeah. Rob has to. Okay. And I said, does your daughter know? What is your daughter, like 5 or something like that? Like, does she know that this
She
is
was like 5 when it happened. She's 13 now.
Oh, wow. So this really fucked her up. She aged fast.
Plus, kids are crazy. Today at dinner, my wife was talking about Pete Davidson, So my son goes, yeah, I saw he was something about Pete Davidson, and my wife goes, yeah, your dad knows Pete Davidson. He goes, there's no way you know Pete Davidson. I was like, he used to MC for me, bitches. So it's like what kids believe and what they don't believe, you don't even control it. So like, if your wife is banging your cousin, the kids can't even compute that. Like they're like, what? Yeah. I know a guy. His brother, it was a sister and a brother. They were both married, and the 2 in-laws started fucking. So and they both had kids. So then at Christmas, nobody knows what the hell's going on. What happened to my thing? Then at Christmas, nobody knows what the hell's going on because you know, this he's the stepdad and all kinds of shit, and it's like the brother and the sister are kind of, you know, trying to explain. Well, no, now they're married to each other and all. Anyway, what happened to the screen? I can't look at myself.
This is what the audience sees. You're talking, so they're focused on you.
We have many cameras.
I didn't
sign up.
Look at my. Get me off here.
It was scaring him.
No, all of a sudden I'm talking to myself. I do that all day. I don't need that. You guys are really fucking with my head. It's like dealing with Bob Kelly. He's always like, "You don't do Zoom. I get a discount if I do it not on Zoom." What? Then I got to sign up for some fucking. Oh God! Don't get me agitated. Speaking of that,
it's not hard.
Speaking of that, my former segment producer is trolling me because I got all these phone calls today from like random things. I got a phone call from a divorce lawyer, and he said, "Yeah, I'm returning your call. I'm returning your call. You know, call me back at your earliest convenience." So I was like, and then I got a call from a spine center. And they said,
pretty funny, man.
They texted me too. The spine center called me and texted me. So I called them back. I was getting all these calls, and no one ever calls me. You know, if they have to contact me, they'll text me or email me. Nobody calls me. But I was getting all these calls at the same time, and I called the spine center, and I said, "So I called you." I said, "How did I contact you?" They said you went to our website and you said you were having lower back pain from your spine problems. And I was like, "And what was the number I gave you?" And they gave me back my cell phone number. So I'm like, that's how Chad works. That's what the Chad does.
You and Chad are still fighting?
No, he's fighting. I'm just trying to live my life, but he's trolling me with spine centers and divorce lawyers. But when I first got the phone call from the divorce lawyer, I was like, I thought they were making like cold calls, you know, because everyone's getting divorced now.
How's it
divorce
going?
Lawyers?
Yeah, they're checking to see if it's going.
No, because you know when you have a house, they call you to see if you want to sell. So I just figure divorce lawyers are just making random cold calls and be like, "How's your marriage going?" And I'm like, "Yeah, not that good actually." Now that I think about it, you know.
Knowing that 85% of people will, you know.
But when I got the second call from the spine center, I'm like, that's got to be Chad doing it. Chad's.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. He signed me up for contests and all kinds of shit.
I even said, yeah, he's signing me up for all fucking, yeah. He's reporting me as a pedophile.
I wouldn't trip to Hawaii.
Kevin,
no, I got a call twice from somebody in San Francisco. They didn't leave a message, but it's probably like some AIDS fucking clinic or something.
Friend.
We heard you have AIDS. We want to see if you want to, you know, whatever. Maybe do a fundraiser or something.
Kevin, this is Bill from the ball center. we heard you need balls.
How's your sack doing?
If Chad did this, the spine thing is hilarious. That's fucking
No, I know. There's no way. Because like I said, nobody ever calls me. I don't get a lot of random just people calling me, you know, spam calls on my cell phone. So I know they were all happening in one day. I think Chad was like, he maybe listened to yesterday's show. I don't even know if he said anything, but he was probably listening to yesterday's show. He's like, here's what I'll do. Maybe Florentine puts him off to do it. Because, you know, Florentine's real good at this kind of stuff, these telemarketers and stuff like that.
That is so.
So I told my wife because I called the spine center in front of my wife because I was like sitting there. I'm like, I just gotta see what's up with this. So I had it on speakerphone, and they're like, yeah, Kevin Brennan, right? At this blah 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 this number, and I said yeah, and then my wife's looking at me, and then I hung up. I said yeah, that's got to be Chad, and she's like, you think that's funny? I'm like, I don't know I don't know what it is, but I know it's Chad. Yeah.
That is so. You know what the funny thing is? I did talk to him today, and you know, I like he he doesn't want to fight anymore. But if he did that, that's hilarious, man. That's like,
oh, I know he did it. How else would they get my number?
That's fine. Okay. But it was like, he's like, yeah, I don't listen to the show. And I was like, look, I said, give it about 3 weeks and just try. I said, come on and just look, if you said he did something and he's got facts that he didn't, then deal with it live and see who's right and wrong. And that's it, man. And, he's more, I think he was mad because he drove 17 hours to a gig. Why he did that, I have no idea. So it was a bad week to begin with. And then Ski Mask was on. And when Ski Mask was on, I go, you're affected by a guy named Ski Mask, truthfully. I go, listen to this. I go, Kevin knows how to do radio. You don't think Howard or Kid Chris would have done something like that to me? And I explained that. I go, this is what happens. You take the good with the bad, but the good is so much better than the bad. You know what I mean? And when you're on a top show, the bad is also good. So just take it, fucking put your tail between your leg, get back, or fucking demolish Ski Mask. You know what I mean? Because what are you getting so mad about? There's nothing. It's radio.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Ski Mask thing was not a big deal anyway. I out of respect for Chad, I had an offer to get Ski Mask's mom on my show, and I took a pass on it just because I didn't want Chad to have a heart attack. No, I'm kidding, but I want to get Ski Mask. Here's a good episode: Ski Mask's mom and Rob's ex.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a hit.
That would be a good show. Rob, please tell her to do this. Like, what do we have to do? You know what I mean? How about this? You take your name off your kid's birth certificate. Oh no, your cousins would still be the same. Shit.
Yeah,
no.
That's his kid. My daughter has my last name.
But you should take that off if you go on the show. I think that would be a great episode because then you can realize maybe what you did wrong during this whole time. And then when you watch it back, you go, hey, maybe I can better myself in the future.
Oh, stop it. Please. Get the fuck out of here.
What? You're not a kind man. You're not a happy man. You're not a lot of
Listen
things.
to you. You're on your fourth fucking wife, and you're going to say, yo, you sit back and learn. Maybe you should have interviewed wife 1 through 3 and go through your fucking Twitter conversations with wife number 4 before you start telling me about how to better myself for a relationship. You fucking dickwad.
You seem angry about this, Rob, about your
Well, it's
failures.
also, listen, Bob obviously has had issues with women, but I don't think any of his cousins are fucking any of his ex-wives.
Ooh, true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true, yeah. Well, I mean, he doesn't have a scumbag family like me, but it doesn't make him a better husband. He's telling me I need to learn from this.
You have to learn from this because you don't know. Kevin
Bob,
can figure out.
What would you do, Bob? What would you do if one of your cousins was banging one of your exes while after you just got him a job in your house?
I'd kill him first. You know what I mean? Like I'd probably smash him with a baseball bat and then claim it was Lou Gehrig's disease I gave him. But no, I would definitely hurt him, and then I would just throw her in the yard with the rest of the wives.
Oh, well, I mean, that would be that's why these guys they had it well planned because that's what they said. I was fighting for custody of my daughter, and they were going, "We can't. He's crazy. He's violent. He's wild." So if I would have went and killed my cousin, I just would have proven their point that I was,
So are you dating, Rob? Have you moved on? And if you have, what do you tell? What do you tell the other women that you're dating happened to your ex-wife? Do you tell
nothing lasted. It's kind of affected me a little bit. I mean, the girl I dated right after my ex-wife, she said, when we broke up, she said, I can't fucking deal with you. That ex-wife of yours did a fucking number on you. She said,
wow.
It's just, you're
That's to be fair, that was his cousin. To be fair, that was his cousin's sister. That he was dating.
No, but the problem is, like, if they mess you up for the next one, then not only do they not have sex with you, they're cock blocking you in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rob, it's not a good thing what you went through, and if they did in front of you and put it in your face and said, get out, they told you to get out. I love that. That's ballsy. You know what I mean?
They totally tell me to get out. They had the cops tell me to get out when I came home from work.
Yeah,
that's not ballsy. That's a pussy move.
Did they consult with a lawyer? Did they? How did they know how to do that?
Yeah, her dad.
They went
was
under
friendly.
legal
That's like a smart move to do. You're fucking the guy in his house, and then you get a restraining order, so he has to leave his own house.
Yeah,
he had to leave his own pussy.
That's like
her dad's friend was a lawyer. Yeah.
No,
her friend's dad was a lawyer, got the ball rolling.
They're like, hey, we're banging. Let's get a restraining order. And then the cops don't care. They just have a restraining order. They just have to act on that. And then they're still like blowing each other and fucking each other, and the cops are putting you in handcuffs and putting you in the back of the fucking squad car.
Exactly.
And you're like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. They're like, oh, all we know is we have a restraining order because you're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Kevin, that's exactly how it went. I had to get
a
away.
hit TV show.
Yeah, your neighbors are looking out the window going, why are they throwing that little boy in handcuffs in the car? You know? With his little gay sweater on. I mean, look at you. Look at you. You dress for this to happen with that sweater and that white shirt on. You dress. Any woman's going to go, I'm going to fuck a relative now.
Oh,
wife swap.
Yeah, it was like a wife swap, but you got nothing.
You know what? It was funny. It actually kind of was a swap, because what happened is after they got me out of the house, I had to move in with my grandmother, who I got him out of her house and got him a job.
Oh, he was banging the grandma.
Yeah, wow. He was like wife grandma.
Banging the grandma.
So you had to live
Rob's
with
like, I'll get him back.
That's fucked up.
Rob
that
was like,
grandma.
I'll get him back.
This went all the way around where he got out of. You got him out of there. Then they threw you out of your house, and you're living with him. You're living with her. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
And the grandmother knew everything of what was going on?
Yeah. See, my whole family took my side in court. Obviously, they hired me a lawyer, and I ended up getting my place back and got joint custody. And I ended up.
And did the lawyer fuck her too? Did the lawyer fuck her too?
Yeah.
He wasn't related.
Yeah.
He had professional courtesy. He wasn't related to them.
Yeah. My wife was grossed out because he had no fucking DNA matched with me. So it was, didn't happen.
You think you can get her? You think you can get her to go on Kevin's show?
But no, I couldn't.
Why can't
I'll pay her.
Yeah.
How much money she needs?
I'll talk to her about it. But I talked to my cousin a few weeks ago. He came on my show, and we rehashed.
And he came on your
everything
wife.
my show. Yeah, after he came on my wife, he came on the show. Yeah.
And Rob's face. But hey, that was a cuckold.
You know damn well he was fucking her, right? And you were eating her when he left.
Yeah.
He's like, why does this
biscuit
have
I should have been suspicious, because after I moved him in, the sex between me and her kind of just was gone. But
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, at least your wife has a type. It's your family.
Yeah. I know.
Somebody
She loves
said
the
get
holidays.
this broad on the cousin best show ever. Yeah. How about the cousin, and you get the wife, Kevin, and then you get the cousin interview later in the episode. And then
can you get me the cousin? I don't need your wife. Can you get me your cousin?
Yeah, he'll do it.
I can get you the cousin, I'm sure. Yeah.
Let me try to.
He's a bragger.
He was my. We used to do a show on CBS Radio. He was my co-host too. That's what I moved him in. I got him a job, and then he was my co-host on my radio show and my podcast.
And he got horny, and he said, "I got a wife."
Yeah.
Listen, if I come home one day and if Chad's fucking my wife, I'm gonna get real mad.
Yeah.
She said,
you won't even know. There's a restraining order.
She said she doesn't like him. Yeah, I try to come in my building, and doorman's like, "Don't go up now."
You know what? But you know what, Kevin? My ex-wife used to say that about when Travis moved in. She didn't like him. She didn't want him here. You know, he's scruffy. He's got a lazy eye. And she's like,
not a lazy dick. Then, no, you don't have a lazy dick.
He's not circumcised.
She knew. Wouldn't it be funny if Kevin's dog guy goes, "Don't go up there right now. You don't want to go up there and have this happen right now, especially with your spine."
they start a GoFundMe for my spine condition.
That wouldn't be a bad thing.
Kevin needs a spine replacement.
The money.
There's going to be so many Photoshops.
I just realized I got a second call. I was looking at my voicemail because I was going to play the one that I play for my wife, and yeah, there's 2 calls from 2 different spine places. So I think Chad's like, here's what I'm going to do. Chad has a lot of free time, so people do what they're going to do. I'd rather have him fucking call the spine center than fuck my wife, though.
Yeah, me too. I wish my cousin would have called a spine place on me.
Oh my God! It's just
if they did though, if your cousin Rob, if your cousin would have called the spine place, he would have been like, "Does Rob have a spine?" And they would have said no, and he was like, "Good, I'm going to fuck his wife."
Yeah, I'm gonna get a restraining order against that spineless prick.
Yeah.
Rob. Well, Rob, were you over your wife? Like, did you not care anymore?
Not that I am now. But at the time, I was confused. I mean, we were fighting a lot. It was pretty much.
No, but when he moved in, were you kind of over her? Like,
No, when he moved in, he was my best friend and my co-host on my cousin, my co-host on my radio show. So when I found out that,
and your wife still
moved, yeah, but when he moved in, no, I wasn't over her. We were still married, and it actually, when he moved in, that's when it started getting really, really bad.
Yeah, I always say don't move another dude in. Would you go out on gigs like like a weekend? I forget it. You do stand up or you don't?
No, I don't do stand up. Yeah.
No,
but no, I wouldn't go out there. No, he does
lay down and take it.
Yeah, no, when I was at work,
you weren't.
When I was at work,
okay.
When I was at work, him and my wife at the time were home together because they were both like on the same hours and schedule at their jobs, and I was on a separate schedule.
So that's what caused it, you think?
I don't know if that's what caused it, but I mean that's what made it easy.
No, listen, not to disrespect your wife, but like women, like all people will have sex out of convenience at some point. Like if you're home, if you're not home and the other dude's home, she's going to be like, it's just like, what's in the refrigerator? Like, I'll eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So same thing with dick. It's like, is there any dick around? I mean, you're working at midnight. You're working a midnight shift, and they're like, all right, and it's got to be great when you come home and they're all like, they just had sex, and you're all like, it's got to be like a weird feeling. It must have happened enough times where you come home and everyone's just pretending to be asleep and pretend to be like, like, oh, who's that? Like they're probably scared shitless that you're gonna smell sex.
And then when I would try to have sex, she was never in the mood. Like, no,
the cock
she's already been fucking.
Home.
Yeah.
Here comes the cop blocker down the fucking driveway. with his
no, she probably was afraid you go down and you taste your cousin.
Yeah, that is true. Nothing says loving like your cousin.
Yeah, but you've tasted him out of the dick, not out of the pussy.
Oh, stop it.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know if this is made up, but this is a pretty good story. Yeah,
it's real.
I want to talk to your cousin. I want to see what he was thinking, and like if he must have felt a little bad if you were like helping him out,
Yeah, at the beginning he only put the helmet in her asshole.
Listen, you could murder the guy. You could legitimately murder the guy, and you wouldn't even do much time because you can't take another man's wife. Especially when he invites you into his house, it's like you would have done like 5 years or something. So he must have been thinking, like, is this worth it?
Yeah, Rob.
No, I mean, that's
like a real man.
They planned it out. They got the restraining order.
A guy with a spine would have shot him dead.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't for my daughter, like I really wanted to see my daughter, and they were keeping me away from her.
If you guys lived in Tennessee, he would be a dead man.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
there's no doubt. You don't get away with that stuff, and you just like kind of let it go, and it's like it's eating you up. I can see it in your face right now when you talk about it.
It's not eating me up, please.
I love it.
I don't see it at all.
My wife's doubled in size since she's been with my cousin. I am. Listen, there's no.
Yeah, it's from all that sperm inside of her, all that cousin juice. Filled her
Wait,
up
she
with
has.
cousin-
Wait, Rob. She's gained a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Then you dodged a bullet.
Yeah, you won.
Exactly. That's what I said. I would buy the guy a beer. I don't care that they got married. Listen.
Good that she got fat on him. Good. That's what he deserves.
Yeah.
They both deserve it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. This is why I love Kevin Brennan.
Karma.
He's my favorite guest. And I agree.
I'd rather have my wife leave me. If she's gonna get fat, leave me. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at her. I just get out. You can fuck anybody. I made it very clear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once
if
they
she
get
gets fat,
big,
just
it's
say
like,
Rob has another cousin.
no, but that they get big, they just like, you know what I mean? It's like when they like, I don't want that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I look at a menu, I look at the food on the table, I know what it's supposed to look like, and when it doesn't look like that anymore, I don't want it. You know, it's like take this back. You know,
he's right. I hate to agree. with Levy here, but like I got chicken parm today, and if it doesn't look like chicken parm, I don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
I know what it's supposed to look like, and if it don't look like that, I'm like, what is this? So Bob's right. Bob's right. If it don't look like something you want to have fool around with, I'm trying to keep the language clean for if my kids are here. But anyway, no, that's why I hate to do podcasts this time, because it's my kids are. I feel like they're always gonna like be scarred for life. My wife's like, you use such color. She goes, you got to stop cursing around your kids. You know. I was like, whatever. They're gonna hear it. They might as well hear it from a pro.
Yes, exactly. You're so right about that. Every kid knows every word before they, you know, when they start going to school, they know every word. That's what they learn first, and they come home. They don't say it at home. Why can't I say it? You know what I mean? How was your fucking day, you little prick? You know, just like say hello to them. Say, you know, that's what they hear. I'm not going to, you can't change in that shit. But like, this is something that, like, Rob, you're confusing generations of souls now, of Rob souls. Like, you know, because look at your kid's going to go, she's going to have to tell that story one day, and it'll probably be to Dr. Phil.
Right. Well, listen, Bob used to come over to my house and do the podcast. And one time my daughter was upstairs. This was probably over a year ago. And Bob leaves the house and she comes downstairs. She was at the door listening. She goes, boy, that Bob Levy guy, he sure really does think you're a faggot, huh? And I said, well, yeah.
She said, so does my new daddy.
So does my cousin daddy.
Yeah.
But that's like, you know, it's a show. It's a show. That's what we're trying to say. It's entertainment. Why not, like, things that hurt you are funny to others? Some people, look, Rob, you could be helping somebody that's in the same situation I don't think this happened to anyone else. But I mean, say, what,
the Jerry Springer guest crowd, or are they watching? I don't know.
You need help. You need to talk to somebody, because this is affecting your life, how you can't be around other people. You can't get a job. You can't be around black people.
Yeah.
Wow, that's their own fault. No, I'm kidding. I'm around black people all the time.
How's it black people's fault? This is black people's fault too?
No, because of the fact
Rob is just...
he got a job at the lettuce making place, right? Where they eat that stuff. And he got attacked by 4 black women, and they gave them, the black owners gave the black people free food, so they didn't do anything, so they didn't harass.
And then I made fun of them on this show, and they fired me and said I was a racist.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Wait, you lost your job? You lost your job because of a podcast?
Yeah. Well, because he doesn't like getting yelled at by black people he's taught at work, you know, and then. No, well, okay, but they yelled.
You lost your job. You lost your job and your girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my girl was like over 5 or 6 years ago, but the job was like less than a year ago. But I'm working full time again. It's not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Well, but this is how it is.
But no blacks at your new job.
It's New Jersey. There's black people everywhere. Bob is exactly.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Listen, Rob, Do they know? But you don't tell them you're doing a podcast now. You keep that on the DL, right?
Oh, I keep it to myself. Yeah, I was friends with the owner on Facebook, and Bob makes me post the show about 20 times on my Facebook feed. So this owner watched
that. Yeah, you're supposed to.
So this owner happened to watch it.
Maybe you shouldn't have said something about black people.
Oh, I didn't say anything about. I didn't even say. I just did the voice. I just said, excuse me. I didn't say they were black. They just took it from that I was talking about black people.
He also painted his face black while he was doing that voice.
Yeah, I came out in full Ted Danson attire, like it's a whoopee.
Yeah, he shows up in blackface. It's like, it's not Halloween.
They're like, no, it's July 4th.
It's April 3rd.
It was Halloween.
But they banished him.
Bob, I think things are turning around. First of all, Bob, Rob, you're doing better. Yeah. Your wife is fat, obese. Yeah. And now you get a new job, so you're rebounding perfectly. I mean, I can see if you don't have a new job and your wife is looking great, but she's a fat pig. No disrespect to your cousin. She's a fat pig.
She is.
They just married her 2 days ago.
Do you have like a
They just got married? They got married over the weekend?
Like, she didn't gain any weight in the last 2 days, Kevin.
Sunday they got married.
So wait, she's fat and he still married her?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 days ago.
He's I mean, he doesn't have many options in life. I mean, that's all
he's
ever been able to
get. Would she wear black, like because Bobby Keller told her it was slimming? Hey, who's the lady wearing black? Oh, that's the bride. She's a fat pig, so not so fat.
I heard that she only got married to him because there was going to be a cake there.
Is there going to be cake? I do.
They said, is it all you can eat? For the bride, it is.
Here comes the bride.
Wow,
we know.
I gotta have your cousin on. If he was brave enough to marry a fat lady, how fat is she gonna get now that they're married? If she's fat at the wedding,
she's retiring. She's gonna get huge. She knows
she's retiring.
Yeah, from getting married again. She knows this is it.
She's retired from fucking other family members of mine. That's what it is.
What does she have a good job or something? What does she do? Like, is she a
she doesn't
bouncer?
work.
What does she do?
Yeah, she doesn't work now.
Oh wow!
Why doesn't she work?
She's got.
She's really good at blowing people.
She got kids? Why? Rob, something's going on here that you don't want to say why she doesn't work. What does she have? Scoliosis?
No, she's
what?
No, she was working. She was, but she just always she doesn't like to work. I mean, what can I say?
Well, if working was eating.
Some people don't like to work.
Overtime. This is fucked up. You're telling me she's fat and doesn't have a job. So you're basically saying she's fucking useless. She's fucking useless. She's basically a couch.
Are you paying
care of the kids? No.
Are you paying were you paying alimony?
Was you? No, I never paid alimony.
No, he had it worse. He had to buy
I just said I never paid alimony. I paid child support for a little bit, but
and it's not even
But you don't pay you don't pay child support anymore?
I give her money. But it's not court ordered anymore. I have joint custody.
Yeah.
If it's joint, you don't pay?
No, that's a lie. He's lying to you right now.
No, she dropped it. I told her I would give her more money if she didn't have it court ordered because it was easier to give her the money than have to go down to the courthouse and pay it. And yeah.
She sounds smart. She's smart.
Rob, seriously, I gotta get your cousin on the show. I mean, if I'll do my show, I really, this is very intriguing to me.
Yeah. This is, and like, I think you should get her on too, because like she has to have, how much hate can she have to have for you that she fucked a relative? I could see somebody else or a black guy, but this.
Yeah.
You know?
Listen, I'm guilty myself a little bit because when I was in college, me and my roommate, whatever. Anyway, long story short, he worked the late shift like I guess you did, Rob. He worked at the Acme stocking the shelves overnight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I would take his girlfriend to parties, you know, and then we would hook up a little bit, but I didn't marry her. But I understand that it's an awkward situation. Like I remember one time I woke up and he was staring at me, and I go, so he knew something was up. And I said, talk to my lawyer. I literally said, talk to my lawyer. I was like 19 years old. I said, talk to my lawyer. I knew he knew. I was ashamed, but I didn't marry her, and she wasn't fat. So I got to get your cousin on my show to just get to the bottom of this. Like,
yeah. Well,
Yeah, he must
I think, dude, I think Rob's a little upset because you, just like his ex-wife, would rather have his cousin on your show than Rob.
Look at Rob's fake laugh. Look at it.
no, Rob, you can do the show with him. You can both do it.
There you go, Rob.
Just like my wife.
Yeah.
It's called Welcome Home.
That would be so funny to have you all together. Oh my God. It'll be hard. You might commit suicide after this, Rob. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's
and
a bad
Rob, you never been to therapy or anything about it?
Mm-hmm.
No. I
you
talked to Bob Levy.
drink,
Bob
right?
Levy called me right after it happened.
Yeah.
Rob, you don't drink? Rob, you don't drink?
What's that?
Kevin.
Drink. All right.
Kevin, here's the next thing.
I went to
rehab. He went to rehab about 3 months ago. I had to fucking.
Oh yeah, that's the last time I was on. You had just gone to rehab, so
Yeah.
it didn't take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
tell
take.
him how it went, Rob.
I mean, well, I got kicked out of rehab after a week for my bad attitude, but you know.
Oh, you went to you went to rehab like you go there for like Artie Lang's day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was supposed to
and he
be.
got
It
thrown
was
out.
supposed to be. It was supposed to be a month, and they kicked me out after a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what
And who
kind
was
of people
paying for that? Aren't they super expensive?
No,
No, my
insurance is
insurance covered
covered.
it.
A lot of them cover it now. That's why you see so many commercials for them because a lot of insurance
Oh.
cover it. But
Yeah.
he got thrown out by what kind of people threw you out that you upset?
The people that work there.
What kind
color
of people,
were they?
What color were they?
It doesn't matter.
what-
They just had very bad attitudes. I'll tell you that.
What were you?
total
What
racist.
do you got to do to get kicked out of rehab?
Exactly.
Oh, I just.
Call him the
I was just-
N-word.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I was just telling
You
them,
weren't
they were
drink-
getting
were
on my
you dr-
nerves.
were
I
you-
was,
Were you
I
drinking
wasn't
at
drinking,
rehab?
no, and I actually stayed clean for almost a month after
3 weeks.
rehab, but yeah, I don't know, but
Yeah. He
You
went
went
out
to
in the
Europe
yard
there
of the
for you.
rehab.
Did they
He
give
went
you
out in
back
the
some of your
yard.
money since you only stayed for a week?
No.
well, my insurance paid for it. I'm sure they cleaned them out. That's probably why they threw me out, because they threw me out. There were like people without beds there, so they were like bringing in and processing new people. So we'll throw this guy out. He's an asshole, and we'll charge him for his insurance for the full stay, and just keep bringing more people. And they were kicking.
So you
people
think
out
that that's what
constantly.
happened? You really think that that's what happened? It wasn't you.
I wasn't
being
the only
a
one
fucking
kicked out that
asshole in
week.
yourself. Yeah,
I
because
wasn't
it
the only
was
one
you.
kicked out that week.
Because it was you.
You think I got
Because you-
everybody else kicked out?
No, you don't know how to act around people. You're terrible at this. Your life is
Oh, I
fucking
know
a
that.
mess, and that's why you need to talk to somebody.
Yes. He does. He does. He got kicked out,
Look at-
Kevin, because he went in the backyard and was getting drugs over the fence.
Oh, I
You
was
what?
not.
So they
That's
threw him
crazy.
out. They threw
You
him
what?
out.
I didn't get any drugs over the fence, Kevin. They're lying.
Look, they don't throw you out of a place where you're the biggest loser you ever been in your life. I've been to rehab.
Oh.
They feel bad for you that they're there. You're there, and
No,
they
these
know
people
that you're
didn't. And by these
These
people, I
people.
just mean the ones that work there. But they didn't feel bad. They didn't have any sympathy.
Is it possible
let me
that
tell
they
you.
had people? Is it possible that they replaced you with somebody who had worse problems than you, like an Artie Lang type,
No.
where you were only an alcoholic, and they replaced you with like a heroin or a meth guy?
They
No,
could have
because
been.
on that scale, Rob is like 10, like on the pain scale. So like he's 0 to 10.
They would have
10.
a psychiatrist there to talk to him. Like the nurse would know, like they could talk to him and go, "This guy's fucking. Be careful of this fucking guy."
Shithole. It was in this place was a shithole. It was in Bridgeton, New Jersey. I watched them. You know, they give people this stuff called Suboxone, heroin addicts, and they accidentally gave like a strong dose of it to somebody that wasn't on heroin. They gave them the wrong meds, and they OD'd, and they had to take them to the hospital. And then
that happens. That happened to mine
because of the wrong med.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. Somebody told me that I was at mine, and they go, somebody comes running by, and they go, they just had to bring somebody back to life. He OD. They thought he was ODing, so they gave him. They thought this person was ODing, and they brought him back to life with that shot.
The med window OD'd,
and the guy wasn't ODing.
Shit.
They got the wrong
Narcan.
person. Yeah, they got a wrong person with Narcan when I was there, and I was.
Wait, he was epileptic or something?
No, he was just fucking. They got the wrong person. They must have ran into a room, and it was the roommate or whatever. But they said, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Then they're like, well, you can't leave. They wouldn't let me leave. It was like a fucking Jesus place. And I called my son. I said, come and get me right now. They're fucking Jesus freaks. I'm in the office with them right there. And because they let me keep my cell phone in there. So I'm yelling at it, Jesus freaks. My son can't come and get me. It was a fucking mess in there. It was the worst. It's like you do get clean, but you have to put up with a lot of stuff going on. That's this insanity. Like they don't know what they're doing. They wanted to put me on these brain medicine things, and that was my next thing. And I would always say, what pills are you giving me? Because they would fuck up by that. No, they would fuck you up. I was going to come out like Chief from fucking, you know what I mean? That fucking movie with my brain.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest. I gotta pee and do a line of fentanyl. I'll be right back.
You know, you're a little bitch. Like only women gotta pee like that.
That's why you got kicked out.
I like there's a guy. There's a guy at rehab. He's like breakdancing. They're like, we got to give him a shot. He's freaking out. No, just turn off the music.
He was doing the windmill.
Headphones on. No, he's a mess. Look at him.
I mean, imagine going to rehab and they force an overdose on you because they give you the wrong medicine. That's got to be a sweet lawsuit on your hands.
But these people don't know what they're doing there. You know, like the nurses are very new there. They're very
Plus,
new.
they don't make enough. They don't make a lot of money, right? The people that work there.
No, a lot of the people that work there are fucking ex-drug addicts, and then all of a sudden we're like, "Where's our teacher today that does this class?" And they go, "Oh, he died last night." I'm like, "Well, this is the guy I've been listening to, and now he's dead." And like, I went there. I bring stuff from from home and that shit. My stuff was gone. Like I had cologne, shirts, like fucking a nice razor. It was gone. And only the guards can get, like only the people that work there can go in that room to get the stuff that you needed in the morning. And you had to do it right there and then leave it with them. But so somebody took it that was a drug addict before he was a teacher. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. And then they die and all that shit. And then you're like, what the fuck is going on here? It's crazy. It's better to just drink and be happy.
And they stuck Bob with that jacket. They were like, "Your shit got stolen. Wear this."
When Bob Levy
kicked his boots up against the jukebox.
When Bob Levy showed up, they're all doing an episode of Celebrity Rehab. They're like, "Where's the VH1 cameras?"
The one guy said to me, he goes, you know that nobody can really talk and say that you were in here. They can't do that. It's celebrity, whatever, any kind of privilege. And I go, no one knows who I am anyway. You know what I mean? I'm just a loser like them. But, you know,
You're not supposed to talk about who anybody's in there.
You're not allowed to talk about anybody. So they would just let me know that.
They can sue you or they just say, please don't?
No, I guess you sign a thing that you can't say anything about it. That's why basically, yeah, you can die in there and basically it would be covered up, I'd say, pretty easily in a place like that. It's just, to me, it was, you know, they have the medicine to get you off what you're on. And that's what I went for. But I had to get out of there. And basically they were like, if you leave now, we'll call the cops because you escaped because you're supposed to be here a certain amount of days. So I just made a huge scene. And they basically said, all right, sign out and go. And they just let me outside, and that was it.
Rob could have died in rehab, and his daughter would have been like, "Where's my dad?" She'd be like, "You have a new dad now. It's your cousin."
Yeah, it's all in the family.
They did that years ago, Kevin.
What did she call him?
We already got your new dad.
New dad.
What'd she call him?
Does she
calls
call
him by
him
his first name?
Uncle
No,
Dad?
She just calls him Travis.
Douchebag.
The same thing her mom does. Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy.
Wife stealing. How do you steal your cousin's wife, even if she is fat? That's disrespectful.
Yeah,
that's what you should not like, Rob. That smile on your face is so fake right now because of the fact you can't be happy about this.
I think Rob he knows he dodged a bullet. He dodged a bullet here.
I did. I thank you, Kevin. Kevin's the only one that seems to understand here, Bob.
I see the big picture. I see the big picture of things. It's like nothing. If a fat wife is a worse fate than death, according to me. Yeah. So
it's not like she was friendly either.
Huh?
It's not like she was friendly either. Yeah. It's not like she was friendly and warm and loving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she was. She was. Go ahead.
Oh, Rob dodged the bullet, but he didn't dodge the wound. He keeps bringing it on every week.
Yeah, well,
you really interrupted Kevin for that? Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
it's a good listen, it's a good story. It's a good story.
You see, Kevin's nice to retarded people. I like that he cheers them on. He cheers them on. He's like, go, Chris. Go with your big fucking head. Go with your mongoloid head and fucking say. You know?
This is the best. If I could get Rob's ex or his cousin on, this would be the best guest I ever had on my show.
Yeah, no, this could be huge. And somebody's right here. Rob caused his wife and cousin to fall in love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You did. It was you that did it. You brought him together. You got him a job. He didn't have to work.
No, Bob, true. Rob's only error was that he worked the night shift or whatever shift when they were banging. Most people bang at night. So if whatever banging shift, that's when he should have been home. It's just that simple. Rob, it's like women are going to have if women are horny, they're going to bang whoever's there.
Yeah. Yeah,
they're not going to wait for Rob. They're not going to wait for Rob to come home. He's not Brad Pitt. She's not going to stay.
Exactly.
Wait for him to come home.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
Did they make you food? Like, did they leave you leftovers since he was getting your leftovers?
No,
like,
I did all the cooking.
You cook for them as he's there fucking?
See?
Yeah, I did the cooking. Yeah. I didn't know they were fucking.
You might as well have just watched them.
Was if I sat and watched and said, "Oh, this is great."
Did you see Did you see used condoms and stuff around the house?
No, they didn't use condoms, please.
They didn't use them.
He hit a raw dog.
Hey,
he comes home. He comes home and he like slips on a fucking used condom like it's a banana peel. He's like, "God damn it!"
Why is it stretch?
No, like no. 2 days later, I found out. 2 days later, after I was thrown out of the house with a restraining order, I found out my ex was pregnant.
Oh,
yeah, they weren't using
shit.
condoms. Yeah.
Wait, so kids? Wait, they already have a baby?
Well, yeah, that baby died when it was born, but then they had another baby that's like 3 years old.
They named it Karma.
they named it Rob. They named it Rob.
Wow. So your ex likes stuff. She likes cousin cock and she likes food. I mean, so
yeah.
Listen, I gotta get them on. Now I'm very intrigued.
Yeah. Well, this is done. This has to be done. Okay. Yeah. Rob, look, you have to do this. Certain things you have to do if you want to be doing this. This is to bring this up. For you to bring this up every week.
He's going to give you the speech. He's the one he just gave to Chad.
You got to bring this up, okay?
Yeah.
If you want to make it in this fucking podcast business, you got to bring up all your dirty laundry.
I'll be in the same spot I am, except I'll be in court now, paying like fees when they get all pissed off. And
yeah,
I hope she doesn't see this podcast.
Hey,
we do kind of get along for the sake of the kid now.
Hey, Rob, tell her that Kevin, when you do Kevin's show, he sends a pizza to your house. afterwards. So.
Third shift.
Any toppings you want. Any toppings.
Pepperoni. Get every topping. Hey, don't forget, check out me and Kevin live. I'm telling you, comedy shows, these are going to be huge. I'm telling you, we kill. We're not like other comedians, you know. We don't need 17 comedians. We know how to do this. Friday, November 20th.
Very nice.
Shut the fuck up. I'm doing the plugs, you big retarded fuck. Friday, November 26th.
Yours guys doing the plugs now?
Friday,
we could just
November
if we can just get Barry Ribs on a podcast.
Well, we just got to get a McDonald's that fucking
That's Rob's
that'll move
cousin.
closer to his house. He uses the internet from like fast food restaurants. So you got to get him when he's eating to get him on a podcast.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not going to get him.
Dunkin' Donuts, whatever. Yeah, it's very tricky.
Friday, November 26th, 8 p.m. Eventbrite.com, The Magical Misery Tour, Cos Cob, Connecticut. All right, get that one. That's gonna sell out easy.
You get your tickets at Eventbrite?
You better shut the fuck up, I swear to God. And then that Saturday, Eventbrite, you go on .com and you look the Magical Misery Tour, Cos Cob, Connecticut, whatever. Find it. Find our Twitter, whatever. It's all over the fucking place. Scranton Comedy Club. That is the 27th. You can call 570-357-2693 or go on Eventbrite and look up Magical Misery Tour. Okay, and come and see us. And I'm telling you, you won't be let down. I'm starting Bob Fest. Well, Bob Fest starts basically on these shows. So come out if you want. You can actually me and Kevin for $85 a person. Me and Kevin will teach you. We'll make eggs for you, so you can come and make eggs with us.
Also, we guarantee nobody will get trampled at our shows.
Yes, yes.
You're no Travis.
We're not gonna have
Kevin, who do you have
people.
in the Kevin? Who do you have in the death pool first, Bob Levy or Barry Ribs?
What?
That's a good call.
It's bullshit.
Listen, it's all in good fun, all these death pools and everything, but it was like when the fucking who killed the Cowboys when the Broncos, who was 10-point underdog, killed the Cowboys on Sunday.
Yeah.
That was like what happened when Artie Lang outlived Norm Macdonald. That's like every death pool got thrown on its ass after that because if Artie Lang is still with us and Norm Macdonald isn't, then death pools are for shit, just like NFL point spreads are for shit.
Yeah,
that's
you're right about
true.
Artie keeps coming back, and I think this time he's gonna fucking get his. You know what I mean? I really think he's gonna have his shit together. I mean, he long enough time to be able to fight the demons in your mind, and then your body gets tired of it. It's like I don't want to do this shit no more. Like Rob went to rehab, and look at him now drinking. You fucking idiot!
Non-alcoholic.
He's drinking a. First of all, he's drinking a beer. He's not shooting up heroin.
Thank you.
No, but it's worse. He's drinking non-alcoholic beer. Why would you do that? Why? What's the point of that? Why would?
Why don't you just drink a real beer? Why don't you just drink it out of a guy's ass?
Exactly. Yeah, if you're gonna go gay, go gay.
Oh God.
Oh my God! You drink that
non-alcoholic.
Because of a UFC fucking commercial on it with a Puerto Rican guy. Oh my God, you're the only person that's not Spanish that I've seen drink that beer before.
Yeah,
that's not
that commercial.
You have to be Spanish to drink Modelo.
Yeah, that commercial says if Victor Chavez, his wife, wasn't getting fucked by his cousin, he would have never drank a Modelo.
Yeah.
Wait, so Rob,
you have to be retarded to go to a Chris Ables show.
Rob, are you drink? Is that non-alcoholic beer? Or are they kidding?
No, I was kidding because I was supposed to be. Well, I was in rehab, but no, it's all right.
Well, beer. You're drinking beer. That's child's play. Come on.
Yeah,
I know.
But he knows what'll happen to him. He knows, like, I can't bring liquor over there if I accidentally leave, like a bottle. Like if I buy a bottle of bourbon and bring it over there, he'll drink it that night. It won't be there next week. Yeah. He'll be like, "Oh, I was up till 5 in the fucking morning,"
Yeah, fucking, Well, that was before
ripping my gay sweaters up. What?
That was before I went to rehab. I really.
Plus,
don't
he's got a
drink
lot
whiskey
of
anymore.
demons. I mean, we've listened to the stories the guy tells. So
Yeah.
I would probably drink a bottle
Bob
of whiskey
has no
too if my
sympathy.
wife was banging Chad Zumach or my cousin.
And sending me spine center coupons.
That's fucking hilarious. I'm never gonna.
And then who brings a bottle of whiskey to someone's house and forgets they brought it? I mean, just.
Oh, Bob Levy.
Well, no.
It's almost like you're trying to kill him, Bob.
No, well, yeah, I am. Now you understand.
I brought a case of whiskey over to Rob's house, and I forgot I left it there. And then he drank 12 bottles and died. I hate that when that happens.
Now you understand me. Finally. Holy shit. Hey, thank you for coming on, Kevin. Always a pleasure. We're going to get Rob's,
all right, you guys. Go to our show.
It's
a good show. I don't know if me and Bob are funny, and then the Barry Ribs. Barry Ribs is good to have on the show because he makes me and Bob look young. And so it's refreshing. And then we shit on him. We do a bunch of Barry Ribs is so old that blah, blah, blah. And we have a good time. And then Barry Ribs refuses to get a ride home because he likes to get home as late as possible to his shitty apartment in Elizabeth. Like right, Rob? I mean, Bob, when we did the show in New Jersey, I was literally going. I was going through, basically, I wasn't going through Elizabeth, but I was going right past the Newark airport, which is close to Elizabeth. I'm like, I'll give you a ride. He goes, he refused a ride. He said he'd rather take a train to another train to a third train because he wants to get home as late as possible.
Yeah,
but he won't do my podcast.
Yeah, no, and another thing he did, like my wife heard him say that, and she goes, "Are you gonna let him walk home?" And I said, "Well, I was until you fucking said something really loud, and he heard you." And I was like, "Barry, you want to ride home?" And he's like, "Nah." He goes, "I'm gonna walk." And I go, "How far is it?" He goes, "It's about 5-mile walk." And I'm like, "You sure you don't want to ride?" He goes, "Nah, I'm good." And I'm like, "Whew, okay, good." And I just
it's not in a lit area. He has a better chance. It's like he's like a deer crossing a fucking street in the middle of the night. It was dark. It's in the middle of New Jersey. A 5-mile walk. He's lucky he's not dead. Again, the death pool could get. If that guy didn't die of fucking COVID, he's on the trains every day. And again, if Barry Ribs survived COVID with as much as he has, is on public transportation, then either COVID's fake or death pools should be fucking eliminated.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. For somebody like him, like he looks like he should like be in a coffin. You know what I mean? When you look at him, I can picture him laying down and I'm going, "Hey, hey, how you doing? What's up?" And he's like, "Yo."
Patty Rossborough. Oh yeah, I'll plug my roast. My roast is on my YouTube page, MLC Podcast, and the documentary that Porcelain made is at 70,000 views, but and that's on Porcelain's YouTube page. Patty Rossborough said about Barry, trying to get the names right, about Barry Ribs. He said he looks like Bernie Sanders' father.
Wait till this winter.
So it's true. It's like he looks like Bernie Sanders' father, who's an old man. Like, it's amazing. It's like life is so fucking ridiculous. I think that's why we're all kind of like in this business or whatever business this is. But it's just like, because life's a fucking joke. Like Norm's dead. Artie's doing fine. Barry Ribs is not dead. I mean, it's like you have no idea. Nobody's guaranteed tomorrow except Rob Saul, because he's the luckiest guy I know, because he dodged a fat wife. So God bless.
And that's the perfect name. Like, if we did name the shows like you, it would be called The Fat Wife, the show.
Exactly. All right, you guys.
Thank you for coming on. Pleasure, man. Pleasure. Great job. Thank you guys listening to LevyLand. You guys are the greatest for listening to us, because we are the greatest too. So that makes you the greatest, I'm the greatest. We'll see you soon. Next week, we're out of here. I'll be hounding Anthony Cumia this week to come on. So hopefully he can be here. Bye-bye. See you later. La la.
Good night.
All right.
Adios.